The need to create sustainable economic opportunities for young people in Lagos State has restructured the state government's intervention in the job creation sector. Now, this is according to the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who was speaking at the State Employment Summit. He says the best way to close the unemployment gap is to double the state's investment and generate more job opportunities for the people.
It's the third employment summit put together by the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund at the Eco Hotels and Suites, Victoria Island. The focus of the discussion is job creation, uniting for impact to fast-track more economic growth in Lagos State.
The LSETF's core mission to tackle unemployment in Lagos by promoting entrepreneurship is very much in alignment with entrepreneurship-led job creation. The fund's technical and financial investments in Lagos micro, small, and medium enterprises over the last 8 years strongly recommended. Governor, the tax from which you take the money today to invest in these people today is going to give you greater tax for tomorrow. That is all it does. That's all it does. So rather than looking at a leakage now, is it possible for us to look at it as an investment and then manage that investment in a manner that will be productive? Because even the investment that we make individually that are unmanaged, we lose money, we lose them. They are not meant to be lost. We need to create parameters for measurement. I'll come there. Indeed, Nigeria's high-level entrepreneurial potential is driven with states like Lagos, not short of young people starting businesses, even though most are largely necessity-driven entrepreneurs. Doesn't matter. When we have taken care of those necessities, those businesses tend to shift into larger visions for those people. With over 90% of Nigerian MSME operating at very micro and low growth levels, how can LSETF and all of us here help to translate these high entrepreneurial levels to significantly boost socio-economic productivity? That should be the discussion.
Lagos State Employment Trust Fund has continuously closed the unemployment gap by creating direct and indirect jobs for citizens.
Today is the third edition of our Lagos State Employment Summit, and it's an avenue to bring together the demand side of labor, the supply side of labor, our partners, our stakeholders, the governor, everyone that matters to actually create employment in Lagos State. We have about 5 or 6 pillars that we use to deliver this, and it's employability, access to capital, Lagos Innovate, our training arm for technology, and also business support. Now, this event today is saying to all of our stakeholders that we have a call to action to make sure in our little space, we're not working in silo, that as we create, we need to collaborate, and we need to make change and impact in Lagos State. So that's the call to action for everyone here today. We need to unite for impact to create that job while we collaborate and create change in Lagos State. If you're looking for a job in Lagos State today, go onto the LMIS, log in your details, and we would match you with an employer that needs somebody with your skill set. But beyond that, for the policymakers, for the regulators, people that need to understand what is our true unemployment rate in Lagos State and what are the needs of Lagosians, LMIS is actually that solution that will give them that information to make those decisions for the state.
The demand for employment is now more pressing than ever, a reason why the State Employment Trust Fund has created an online platform for job search called Labor Market Information System.
This journey started about 3 years ago, July 2021, and there has been a dynamic team of both internal and external stakeholders to LSETF who have been working really hard on putting everything together. In doing the launch, we thought to ourselves as a team within LSETF, what do we want to show everyone? It's one thing to just launch something, but we thought, let's show you how it works. So that is why we did the video the way it was. We wanted to demonstrate practical examples of how each and every single one of us could make use of the system. We could be students, job seekers, employers of labor, or even policymakers, and we're all represented in this room today. This system is very important to all of us, and it's a accumulation of pretty much everything we've already heard today, from Mr. Adeola's speech to all the goodwill messages and even to Mr. Governor's speech. We are all players in this system. Lagos has to work, and Lagos cannot work without the people in it.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who is also in attendance, believes that the uncontrolled migration of young people requires adequate resources to create employment opportunities for the growing demographic.
We see the issue of ability to create the right jobs, the right atmosphere for those jobs to flourish, and the right environment for those jobs to be retained. And that's why I need to first thank and commend the current board of LSETF for staying true to the mandate that we gave about 4 years ago, and they've actually built a lot more. They've had transition that has been seamless, and I believe that they've kept faith with the mandate, because today alone, I know that the number of jobs directly and indirectly they've created has run into over hundreds and hundreds of thousands, and I think we need to give them a round of applause for that. And each time we see a smooth transition, even in the leadership of the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. I can see her sitting. Bisoye Teju, she's here, and she's been able to hand over, very appropriately to the current chief executive. I think where we have with the Employment Trust Fund is what should be our ability to scale these numbers. How well can we work with our partners for us to be able to scale whatever modest achievement we've achieved to date? It really doesn't matter if it is 100,000 or 200,000 that has been a success story. How do we double those numbers? How do we ensure that in the next 2-3 years, we can do far better than we've done in the last 5 to 6 years? And that's why this kind of a summit is important. And that's why I want to be able to also speak to all of our partners, existing partners, will-be partners, and future partners that are listening to us. Because part of the things that I want to leave here with is to see a sense of commitment. On our part as a government, we want to be able to support this fund a lot more. I want to leave here believing that if this fund says to me that they want me to double what I give to them, and that if my partners can also double what they're going to do for them, then we're beginning to ski the scale of attempts for us to get to those numbers that our keynote speakers have talked about.
The high point of the event was the launch of Labor Market Information System by Governor Sanwo-Olu. The platform will provide up-to-date information to individuals and institutions seeking data about employment within Lagos State.